Hey everyone, this is Dylan, and today I'm going to do the next part of my complete horror. So I'm going to do the next part of my complete horror and horror adjacent VHS collection. I've seen a couple other YouTubers do this, and I decided I would jump on the bandwagon because at one point a lot of people really liked my VHS hauls that I were doing, so I was like, why not show off my entire collection, because some of them I had before I started those, and some of them I've gotten after, and all of that. So I was like, let's do it. So this video will cover the L through N category of my VHS collection. So first, let's start with Leprechaun 3. This one I have not seen. I haven't seen probably any but like the first Leprechaun, or at least I can't remember watching them. And then I also have Leprechaun 4 in Space. And this one's kind of cool because it's got some de-embossing and some, I don't remember the specific term for it, but it's like, it's the opposite of embossing, so we've got those. We also have a couple Stephen King adaptations, which are kind of Stephen King adaptations. He definitely renounced them, but this is Lawnmower Man. This one is not in the best condition. There's like a little rip right there, so that kind of sucks. But I mean, I could probably find another one, hopefully at some point. But then I have Lawnmower Man 2 Jacoby's War, which haven't seen that, but I did recently just buy that on DVD because it's not on Blu-ray. And then I have another one, and this is Lawnmower Man 2 Jacoby's War, and this is the promo copy. So it's got all the information about different, like, about the movie, and if you can, or for rental places to want to buy it, there's like the full standee and then the stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. Then we have Love at First Bite, which I thought it looked cool. It does have this really cool red, like, I don't know what you would even call this on a VHS, but it's red, so that's kind of cool. Then we have the original Last House on the Left, which I have the Arrow collection. I don't know what technically cut this is in, because apparently, according to the Arrow collection, there's like 3 or 4 different cuts of the movie. Then we have The Lost Boys. I also have this one on Blu-ray. Then I have Lord of Illusions, the Clive Barker's director's cut, which is pretty cool. I know that this recently went out of print at Scream Factory. Unfortunately, I was not able to get it, and I thought that I could have picked it up with a slipcover at one of my local movie stores, but the last time I went, I couldn't find it, so I assumed that it was bought. But I do think that Arrow UK put this out, so since I have a region-free player, I should be able to import the disc. So that'll be cool once I get around to actually importing this. I watched this a long time ago, but I don't particularly remember it. I need to definitely give this another watch because I've been on a big Clive Barker kick, and I've been watching a bunch of his movies. Then we have A Little Shop of Horrors, which is actually coming back. They're making another remake of this, because this was a remake of another movie. So I don't know. I think that they're remaking this one because this is the musical. And then we also have Lake Placid. So this one is actually also put out by Scream Factory. I just haven't gotten around to buying it yet. So that was the last L title that I have. So now let's get into the M's. So this first one is the Monster Mash movie. I don't particularly know too much about this, but it is apparently it has Candace Cameron in it from the Full House, and it also says by the co-writers of Toy Story. That's actually kind of interesting. I might need to give this a shot. And it's a full-length movie, so that's kind of cool. Then we have Making Michael Jackson's Thriller. This, as far as I know, has not been released on DVD or Blu-ray. It might have been released on DVD, but it wasn't released on Blu-ray, which is kind of interesting. I don't know how likely the odds are now, but I know that they just restored the original film, and they were showing it at something. It like played in front of a movie or something, but I can't remember what it was. I think that was last year or the year before. So there's that. Then there's Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, The Mothman Prophecies, Murder 101, which I actually did do a review of this one, so I'll put a little iCard up there if you're interested in watching the review of that. And Mars Attacks. We also have Mindhunter, which is one of the Hannibal Lecter movies. This actually has the guy from CSI in it, playing... he plays Will Graham. Then we have Mission to Mars. We have Jules Verne, Master of the World, and this has Vincent Price in it. We have a different version of Manhunter. The same movie, but in a different case with different stuff. Then we have Misery, so another Stephen King adaptation, and we have The Mummy. So those are all pretty cool, and now let's get into the ends. So these first couple are a staple of the horror community, and these were probably some of the first VHSs I ever, well, technically no. These are like the first horror VHSs I ever got. These were all done before I started collecting VHSs, so back when VHS was still popular. So we have the first one, which is Nightmare on Elm Street. This one I'm pretty sure my dog got a hold of, so there's that. Then we have a Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge. We have a Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors, which, I have a couple. Actually, let me put these together. This is Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare. And then also we have Wes Craven's A New Nightmare. And the fun thing about these are if you put them like this, you can actually make Freddy if they're like stacked on the same shelf. Unfortunately, I don't have all of the pieces. Here's another Freddy's Dead. This is a different copy of this one, so that's pretty cool. And then this is a Nightmare on Elm Street 4, and this is the Dream Master. So I think I'm also missing 5, which is Dream Child. So that's cool that I have that, and hopefully I'll be able to find the rest in the future. We also have the Nightman. This one was pretty good from what I remember. I don't remember it too much. Then we also have The Net with Sandra Bullock. This one I added because it does include a Are You Afraid of the Dark? So this is a Nickelodeon Nick Snick's Friendship, Volume 1. So this does have Are You Afraid of the Dark in it, so I thought I'd include that. Then we have another Stephen King, which is Stephen King's Night Flyer, which I watched this for October of last year, and I thought it was pretty decent. And another Stephen King, we have Needful Things. This one was not one that I ever got around to, but I know Olive Films has a Blu-ray of that one, I believe. And then also there is Night Scream. This was another one with Candace Cameron Bure in it. Then we have one of the original horror movies. This is Nosferatu, one of the greats. I actually wrote about it in one of my law classes, interestingly enough. And then we have Nightmare on the 13th Floor. This one just looked interesting, and it says spine-tingling tale of horror and the occult in the tradition of Rosemary's Baby and Salem's Lot. So that's pretty cool. And then the last one we have is a promo copy of a movie called Novocaine. And this is a thriller, but I don't know if it's technically considered horror or not, or horror adjacent, but I figured I'd add it, because why not? So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching, and remember to subscribe so you can be the first one to know about all of the new videos that I put out, and give this video a like if you liked it. Thank you guys for watching, and have a great day. Stay safe. Goodbye.